All right, welcome everyone. Today we have Canadian Nationals Lancer Gaming versus Lambton College. First map of the day is Lotus. The three maps we're playing today is Bind, Lotus, Bind, and Split, I believe. I'm joined here today with Aiden and Bobby. They want to introduce themselves.
Hello.
That's
Hello.
Aiden, and that's Bobby.
First time caster here. Sorry, guys.
Same here.
So Lancer Gaming going with the typical setup, Astra they run instead of the Omen, but the rest of it is all the same. Sky, Viper, Raze, and the KJ. Over at Lambton College, we're gonna see a different type of comp. We're gonna run the Chamber and the Breach. I guess that makes sense. His name is Breach Enjoyer.
I mean, you don't see this often on Lotus. Double Sentinel. They're looking for control on B and C, maybe.
And it's two unusual Sentinels, isn't it? The Chamber and the Cypher.
Yeah, they're straying away from the normal Killjoy. I'm assuming they're going to be playing towards A pressure while the Sentinels hold down the other sites.
Oh, they do lock in KJ last minute. They also go with the Astra, and then they go with the Jet instead of the Rays. I guess that's an interesting choice because, especially with the Jet nerfs these days.
And I think Breach combo is really well with Raze as well as Astra Usil. So I hope that the Jet can get a lot of value out of this game.
We're gonna have to see. Is he either gonna experience his own emotional damage or gonna cause Lancer Gaming some emotional damage? Am I right?
Yeah, and I think that chamber, especially whenever they get to the defense, will he allows them to get so much more space on that defense. Whereas maybe all you have here is the KJ for Lancer. It's just you kind of lack some of that space taking capabilities on your defense.
I agree, and we're probably gonna see a more aggressive style with the Chamber. We'll probably see an op with the Chamber as well. We'll see how Lambton College plays it, but here we go with the first round. University of Windsor looks like they're going to push towards C, but Lambton College is shaped up for A. Let's see how the round plays out. Okay. So C's clear. So University of Windsor start rotating over. Lambton College have all of A. The Chamber and the KJ are pushed up with the Breach, and their Astra's lurking over towards B.
Yeah, I think they're looking for something here, but Lancer Gaming's not giving them any sort of information on this stack.
Here comes the dog. It's gonna spot two people. Stun the KJ. The Jet's actually in sight, and he sits the Sky down.
Oh.
Enter Gaming with the comeback. Double kill from Alv Margella.
Yeah.
Triple.
Scaling together towards tree, they find the chamber.
Oh wow, Alv Margella is on for an ace. On the pistol round.
Okay.
There he goes.
Pistol.
Definitely showing up today.
And they give him the alt point, so he's already got 5 out of 9. 6, make that 6, right?
Yeah.
What a round from Alv. Where do we think Lambton College went wrong there, guys?
I think you can go.
I was gonna say, I think they played right into the stack without realizing that they were there. I think that they didn't control the information well enough. I feel like they should have tested them a little bit before entering site there. They were left on. Sorry, I don't really know what to go from here, but they ran right into the 3 stack.
No, I agree. Lambton College on their eco. Here comes two shots from Luke. Gets the double, the triple.
Looks like we might be up for another Red Bull clutch. Red Bull Ace, what is it called?
I have no clue what it's called. Looks like they're going for back-to-back aces. There goes the 4th. Will they find the Astra before the KJ does? Because Alv wants that kill too.
They have no idea. Oh.
Wait, neither does Astra apparently. Wait, interesting. The Astra actually decided to buy a Bucky and Light Shield. Did they force into this round? Oh, Kaz steals his ace.
Astra caught sleeping on the angle.
Lambton College was literally letting them know where he was.
This is actually really interesting for KJ and Astra to have so many frags this early. It creates interesting opportunities when their ults come up very, very early in the game.
Yeah, we have to see how Lancer Gaming utilizes ults for sure. So it looks like Lambton College are going back towards A. And Lancer Gaming choose to play the solo Viper. They've done that on pistol and in this gun round. So they're looking to push B. They're gonna run into absolutely nobody. Let's look over to see what the Viper's looking at.
It's really interesting having a 5-stack again on their gun round. Let's hope they figure out who's stacked here before they hit.
Yeah, especially with 2 Sentinels that you're getting no control in the map. It's kind of interesting what Lambton College are doing, and their duelist is actually the one looking at flank. So interesting tactics from Lambton College. Lancer Gaming look far superior right now, and yeah, Kai's gonna pick up an easy kill on the breach. The breach is pushing solo.
I wouldn't really recommend entering with bomb as well. This creates a really big opportunity for Lancer Gaming going into this round.
Yeah, Lambton College look no match for University of Windsor right now.
Yeah, so
He's
far
gonna
we're
keep
definitely seeing
holding.
some
An overextend
plays.
from Kai.
It almost seems like so far they're sleeping on their entry. I mean here it's a 4v1. There's just not a whole lot you can do.
Yeah, and we saw the breach solo entry with his own util, so
Hopefully
questionable from Lambton.
Hopefully further on in the rounds they get their timing together and get these sites properly.
Yeah, especially with Lambton having 2 Sentinels. I mean, on their attack, like they can't be caught sleeping like this. You know, their entries need to be better, their space taking needs to be better, and they can't be making some of those dumb mistakes. So, I mean, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how they progress going forward. But there definitely needs to be some changes being made, especially losing that bonus or losing that buy round. Sorry. Holy.
Az is trying to get his 4K. Franchico, also known as Danny. Lambton College over towards the C site. The Jet's in, takes down the Rays.
Again, we're seeing them 5-stack on these entries.
Yeah, it looks like they're going for heavy hits, but they're not really coordinating it together. And their Astra has an op in their hand. Here comes the entry onto the site, but Astra and Sky take them all down.
A late Astra wall, to say the least. Definitely be interesting to see how they try to retake this spike, but they definitely need to group up slightly better on this site taking.
I agree, and overextend from Luke gives them 1 kill back, and the Viper's low and cannot reach Sky for a heal. We'll see how they play this out. Yester's looking for one with her op. Will Lancer Gaming overextend?
I really want to see the patience here from Lancer Gaming.
So they go for a double peek.
A very
and
easy
then late
round
Sky ult.
together.
Looks like they're in their own heads.
Molly coming in, delaying more time. 18 seconds left on the clock.
See here, you gotta save here. I mean, it's like you got the op, 15 seconds. I think you just gotta save.
He's just gonna go for it solo.
Oh,
Kaz takes her down.
solo play did
Only
not
the
pay
opera
off.
left.
Just gotta save, yeah.
Yeah, and it's questionable from Lambton College. What do you guys think they need to do in order to take a couple rounds off Lancer Gaming?
Well, especially with their lack of like capability of entry, I think they need to slow it down. You see, so far, like I mean, we're on our sixth round into the game. Like they need to slow it down. They've just been going for those 4-man site hits, those 5-man site hits. Like they really just need to slow it down. You know, set a slower tone to the pace of the game, and just see how Lancer reacts. See where they can go from there.
Absolutely, I agree.
I think they have an interesting philosophy on this map. It's a 3-site map, which does mean the defenders are spread thin. But I feel like the defenders have been doing a very good job of finding out early info on where they're hitting. So these 5-stack attack hits are not working out for them.
No, not at all. And they keep it with it, so something they haven't practiced. And their breach goes in, and he's out, just like that.
Banchiko is a very good spot here, but I do believe that they know where he is. So will they be able to push him off this spot? Oh, 1 kill down.
Gets one, but he gets the trade on to Sky.
Good angle here. I wonder if he goes for this peak. Maybe pick one more player off, make this attack round a little bit better, but seeing a lot of patience out of both teams right now.
Yeah, both teams looking for a kill right now.
KJ has to be very careful here.
Both isolated.
And while that fight was happening, the chamber ended up peeking and dying to Fanchiko. Looks like maybe another save coming out of Lambton College. But I'm noticing they love to group at the start of round and then separate at the end of the round. And he walks right into a
very
double
lazy
side.
peek there, in my opinion. I think we should be
Now
looking at a timeout very soon. They got to get their game together if they want to get any rounds on attack.
KG's gonna solo ult.
We are 1v4 KJ ult.
He's confident in himself.
12 seconds left. Maybe he can do some damage to the defenders. We're gonna get one detained. Will he find him on site?
Oh.
Oh.
It looks like
Oh,
Fanchiko's
and
gonna have
time.
another day to live.
away.
It's an interesting call too. They could have used that on their 5 stacks. That KJ ult.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, just seeing how Lancer has played so far, I feel like, I mean, Lambton can definitely just benefit from slowing down. I mean, you saw there, Viper was pushed up solo C just on Mound. If they had played it slow, you know, just kind of tested, I think she definitely could have been punished there. Like, Lambton definitely needs to change things, or this game is gonna, it's not looking great.
It's already slipping away, I agree. And it looks like they are gonna change up now. They're gonna send an Astra and a Chamber towards A and B, while the rest of the team pushes towards C. So let's see how this works out for Lambton College.
Let's play.
So we have the solo Astra here, and she has 3 enemies against her.
See, I'm a really big fan of this play from Astro, just because you have those 2-3 stars there, but it's, you know, when it was just her there, she's showing so much presence, even though it was just her there.
Okay, spotted.
Yeah.
Yuso's coming out. Astra does not look scared of taking these fights. Have the op right behind her.
Yeah,
Well,
Lancer Gaming ended up picking off someone towards B, and Al got the op kill on C as well. So they're taking them
Astra
apart. It
finds-
looks like Lambton College can't
Astra
find an
finds
answer.
2, and there's the 3rd. Luke is on for this game.
Very much so. So far, Lancer is looking, they're looking alive, you know, they're looking awake, they're constantly trying out new things, taking space, punishing Lambton. See, I mean, it's just, we gotta try something out here, Lambton. Like, I mean, what's going on? We're doing these 5 hits, and, you know, to be honest, it just looks like, even when they're not doing the 5 hits, like right there, they just look lazy, you know, they're not taking that space quick enough, and they're just lacking in their utility usage.
Oh,
Yeah, and I also think it has to do with the solo breach. He can only do so much. One stun can get you off the sight line, but what about after that?
yeah, it
I think
looks
the
like they're
comp
going for a
isn't doing them
5-stack
any
again,
favors.
with one Astra lurk towards B. Luke takes one more down, gets traded out.
You see, and this is what I like about Lancer's play calling. They understand that with the solo breach and the solo duelist, you know, they're gonna lack just taking that original space, that contested space, you know, whereas sight might be a little bit easier. So what Lancer's doing here is they're trying to contest the space before they can even make it to sight to make it that much harder on Lambton.
Hold up, Killjoy ended up finding the kill on C. with only one player left to hold that space. Let's see if they take that. I don't think they realize.
Asher alone on B. Finds 2.
Gets
Can't
traded out
there.
instantly.
Yeah, but he does make this round winnable.
The breach did have bomb though, so
Yeah.
Kai ends up finding the chamber onto C. 2v1 now. Astra Viper and Astra Alive, or Astra KJ versus Viper. And Astra's gonna get the plant down.
For those of you that don't know this, Luke is actually Lancer Gaming's duelist player. Rotate on the smokes for this game. I think he's performing pretty well despite the change in. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
honestly. I have to give him big props on that because I mean I play controller and I can't imagine any duelist players wanting to do that. So.
Well, Luke had the hard job of IGLing on duelist as well, so I bet this change helps him a lot.
Yeah, maybe we should ask him about that in the post-game interview.
Absolutely. There he goes. So first round on the board for Lambton College. Well played 2v1 in the end from Astra and KJ.
Yeah, I like that a lot. You know, you had they had the KJ utility to set up, you know, watch the different places, and then they had that double swing there at the end. Just try to make it as surgical as possible. Don't cannot give up that 2v1, especially you're down 7. So hopefully we keep seeing more plays like that. Just make sure that they're staying locked in, and I mean we'll see where it goes from here.
I do think though Lambton have put themselves at a disadvantage. This is relatively a attacker-sided map, and they've already lost 7 rounds. So we'll see. Maybe they have a better defense in store for us.
Especially with those two sentinels. I mean, you never know what can come out of it. 2 sentinels and breach. I mean, they can make taking space very, very difficult.
And it could consist of a lot of trap plays. Here comes the breach all onto C. The Viper's gonna get off. They're gonna play a retake here.
I do like their chances at retake by having Killjoy and Astral. I like how Viper played this, getting off site, making sure CT is covered, and waiting for her team to come rotate.
Here comes the KJL. How will Lambton react?
Yeah, do you think they're going to push for the space, or do you think they're going to fall off and play mound?
Looks like Alv's aware of it. Molly's the corner.
Yep. Kai finds one coming out of the CT smoke. Lancer Gaming knows.
I was going to get on bomb here.
They do still have util to delay this plant, but I think that Astral came a little bit too late, guys.
Yes. Somehow pulling through. What a post plant from Lambton. That was beautiful.
Yeah, there was so much util for Lancer Gaming to deal with, and I think that Astral could have solved a few things for them.
I felt like Lancer Gaming kind of rushed themselves a little there. They had the man advantage. They just had to get themselves situated, smoke off bomb, and then fight together. But I think we saw a lot of individual duels coming out.
Do you think that maybe because this Astro plays duelist, maybe that could have affected his such a late wall?
Maybe he was thinking of entering before he actually put the wall up, or maybe they didn't think they needed it anymore after the 5v3.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw, but he actually was one of the players pushing out. So maybe that's just duelist instincts kind of leading to that decision-making process there.
Maybe. Here we go. Lambton College pushing over towards C. The Viper's gonna get stunned.
I don't think Lancer Gaming is ready for this push. Luckily enough, they end up falling back and doing Killjoy, giving Lancer Gaming some time to rotate over.
Yeah, I think Lambton let the situation wrong. They didn't pounce on the guy onto site.
Breach is coming for a late B main wrap, huh? I wonder if he realizes that after losing the A space, Lancer Gaming is pushed out.
So Lambton College is on site, but the bomb is still back in mound. And the breach will get cut out on your lurk, just like you said.
Yeah.
I think both sides are a little confused right now on what's happening.
I both sides and me. I wonder why they went so far into sight while leaving bomb back mound. I wonder if that was deliberate or just a big oversight on Lambton's part. Really fun.
He ends up dying to the nade anyway. 2v1 for Viper. Last time it didn't go too well. Let's see how it goes this time.
It's gonna be hard sussing out what this chamber is playing. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon.
Chamber looking to give a 1, and he wins it.
And guys, what I'm seeing from Lambton College is a lot of ones, but now they're starting to win them. We saw the Jet get his one in water, and now the Chamber on his own, right?
Yeah.
So what
100%.
can Lancer Gaming do? This is a momentum-based game, and it looks like it's slowly slipping away. But like I said before, I think 7 rounds is already too many on defense.
I feel like taking
Yeah.
a timeout here, going to aim labs a little bit, and just refreshing it up. You know, might be a good decision for Lancer Gaming. Win these ones.
Do you think those early kills got into their heads, and now they're taking too many duels?
I think so. Knowing this team myself, that'd be a really good point.
See, I like this play call a lot from Lambton. You know, they keep throwing different things at them, and so far Lancer has just been, they've just been eating it up, you know, they've just been taking that, okay? So Lambton keeps throwing out different things and just seeing how Lancer will react, and I mean, it's brought him back 3 rounds so far, so I mean, we'll just see where it goes from here.
Oh, Killjoy does not find. Oh, but does get traded.
I think, you know, what Lampster Gaming was doing so well at the beginning of the game was taking control in space, but now they seem to be giving up a lot of it. And you see these lurks coming out from Lambton. Okay, they go towards the A site.
See Jet pushed up here in CT, let's see what he can do.
Oh my God, Ray's caught. Staring at door.
Astro will actually get 2. Traded out by Luke.
Al finds
1v1.
No idea where Breach is though. Will he be able to find him? Sure, it does provide some cover, but not against the stun. Oh my!
Oh, looks like Breach was running out with his knife.
KJ barely winning that!
Wow, 0.67 of a second.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, that was very, very nice from KJ, but I mean, you almost feel like that was almost thrown by Breach. I mean, very little time. I mean, you just gotta play your time better.
I
He also missed
don't
his
think
flash,
I
so-
don't think he has the timing to even make that flash. I think he either needs to just capitalize on the stun or assume that he's off bomb.
Yeah, one of their two, or just have his gun out. It looks like he took out his knife, so. But already 8 rounds for Lancer, 8-3, last round of the half. Looks like they're gonna push towards A.
Both
Great
teams,
util from Lancer Gaming.
both teams fighting for the space on A.
Chamber's
Oh,
gonna be holding Kaz, but Kaz wins out. And they do have ult here now.
See, this is very good from Lancer. You know, they're going back to their roots. They said, hey, we won some of these rounds by doing this. Let's go back to it. You know, let's take that space again.
Yeah, I agree. And the A space was what was working for them, like initially. So, I'm glad they're going back to it.
yeah. Looks like the rest of Lancer Gaming rotated over while leaving this Raze to anchor. But
And Raze actually gets traded out. He does get his one though.
so A is totally open, but I don't believe Lambton knows this, so looks like they might be just taking it slow, trying to figure out what the rest of the team is playing.
This KJ's gonna just fake noise towards A, and looks like she's gonna group up back towards B with her teammates.
I
See,
think
the fake seemed to work almost, but it's always that question of seconds. You know, how many seconds can pass? You see, and Lancer's starting to see, hey, maybe this was a fake. Where are they at? They're not here.
well, I think they did a good job of pulling those rotates over to A, but they didn't capitalize on. It's almost like they didn't have that sort of plan and it happened naturally. But
This is a good reaction from Lambton going towards C. They just had to go together. It looks like they trade out the Viper.
they don't know about the Astra on site.
And it looks like Astra's gonna stop this plant. And this is an
There's no
unwinnable
time.
round now.
Yeah.
So it looks like a 9-3 half for Lancer Gaming.
Bit of an ego
Wow.
boost to emotional damage though.
And emotional damage is definitely getting his own ego boosted.
Yeah. Consolidation prize for a lost round, but
Let's see how this defense will set up with the 2 Sentinels now and the Breach. I'm guessing they'll have trap plays if they practice together. It would make a lot of sense, especially with the KJ util and the Breach.
This round 1 matters a lot. You know, not only are you setting the tempo, but it's, you know, how are we gonna go from this 9-3? You know, take it from here, and especially, you know, I mean, Lambton having that double sentinel, they're down 9-3. You gotta pull something out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta change something up and just say, hey, look, you know, we can bring this back.
well, it's,
Yeah, I agree.
with double sentinel attacks, definitely not their half, but So hopefully the stopping power of 2 Sentinels is going to help them out when it wins some more rounds on this defense side.
But it looks like they're gonna do more pushing on defense than they did on attack. As the KJ pushes up solo.
Chamber getting the trade, and Lancer looking to just execute on C.
And they'll get a free C site. They know that Chamber TP'd out. And they had the KJ kill early, so there's no util they have to worry about.
See, and I like that. I like this play call a lot from Lancer. You know, we saw the Viper solo towards A, and I mean, it just worked out. You know, playing for that push out, and we'll see how this post point goes for Lancer.
Yeah, whoever their coach is has been putting in time with them.
Now, wouldn't that be you?
Feels a little
That's
bit of bias
absolutely
casting.
right. They did take Waterfall, which I feel like was a little unnecessary, but here comes a 2v2 now after a 4v3. Luke can breach, and Luke will win that fight.
Chamber left in a 2v1, bomb ticking down,
And Luke will get the 4K. So 10 rounds for Lancer Gaming. I think that pistol ended up being closer than it should have been, but Lancer Gaming still come out on top.
looks like former legacy players showing up in the chat. Lone FPS.
Those of you who don't know Clone, big legend of Lancer Gaming. Most of you will remember him for his 30 bomb against TMU back in the day.
The good old days.
Shout out Clone.
Yeah, and I do have to apologize to chat for the production issues. I do seem to have it fixed now.
Aiden was just a little silly,
Yeah, a little silly. First time casting.
a little nervous. Lancer Gaming towards B. They're gonna run into this judge, and Danny will get sat
Astra.
down.
Overheating. He gets the one. He wants more. He looks for it. He gets put down.
I think that
Yeah,
second peek's a little too
Astra
greedy.
did.
Once you let them know that you have a judge in your hands, like they're definitely gonna play around that.
And it looks like Luke didn't expect the jet to peek through the smoke, so he gets sat down too. 3v3, guns down. We're gonna have Sky here alone towards B with bomb. So
Yeah.
interesting play.
Very
Oh,
risky.
he gets his
peek.
one,
Oh,
and he
Yeah.
will get traded instantly.
now defenders know bomb is down.
Oh,
Alright.
Getting
and
that body shot.
that could have been bad for Lancer Gaming if that was a kill.
I don't know. What are your thoughts on Sky pushing B there? I feel like that's a little bit too risky with bomb. You're only Viper and Killjoy left alive.
Yeah, I do think he goes around fully, but let's see here now. 2v2, they're gonna open the door. Looks like Lancer Gaming are setting up a crossfire.
Yeah, they're playing patient, not over peeking.
No utility
time.
from both sides, so we'll see pure gunfights, pure trades.
Does Al overextend here, or does he peek off?
Oh, good trade.
Barely
goes.
unable to convert the bonus just somehow.
I do think Lambton forced. I do think Lancer Gaming could have been a little cleaner in that round. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think it was a problem with just too little patience. I think they rushed that peak B main with no utility, and maybe that was the call. But they ran into the judge that got traded. But I don't think they really sussed out that there was 3 players B. I think that over-aggressive peak dropped them bomb and could have transitioned into a losing round.
Absolutely. Here we go. Viper's gonna lurk towards A, the KG towards B, and Lancer Gaming gonna hold out towards C for any pushes. And I like that. I like that call from Luke himself because Lambton have been aggressive on their C pushes,
Yeah, let's see if
and
they'll
we see them playing towards Mound. So
Yeah, let's see if they'll be able to break this hold. 3v2.
The fight to break out Mound. Chamber finding one on the IGL.
Chamber did get Luke, so they have no smokes anymore. I do think Lancer Gaming could use util there
Yeah,
to flush out the corners.
I think Contact's a little too greedy, but I also think Chamber should have TP'd immediately. He left his Killjoy out to.
Oh, and Kai gets
Viper
one.
finding one on the lurk. Looks for 2.
Oh, does not get the
Oh.
second, but a lot of damage.
Hit him for 145.
Another judge.
Can't be.
Oh, no,
He was full blind. Astra goes down, but here's the Chamber. C-Link, will he find his kills?
they did get that wall pretty low though, so.
And here they
Three
know
wins.
breaches flank, so let's see. How do they react? All he has to his name, 5 HP in a dream.
Looks like he's gonna pull out an EG comm and go all the way around. Will Lancer Gaming react to this?
So far it looks, oh, KJ seems to suss it out.
KG's gonna solo go himself. Spots out the breach. Then they'll set him down.
Good hold, good hold.
You see, that is the one thing about flanks is, after a certain amount of time, of you not showing up where you originally were thought to be, you start to raise questions. You start make them think, hey, he's not here. Where else could he be? And I mean, there KJ sussed it out. I mean, it was a right guess, and I mean, 12-3. So
Yeah, and match point here for Lancer Gaming, and this is actually Lambton's map pick. So, I mean, we have the cheats, and we know that Lancer Gaming are pretty good on this map. Someone should have told Lambton.
Do you think they did their proper research before joining this game, or do you think they just kind of go in and pick what they think is best for them?
I think they're a vibes team right now, judging by how they're playing.
We did see a lot of chatter in the pre-game lobby.
Yeah, and we do see, just you can tell they're not as organized as you'd want them to be. Double sentinels stacked up on C, right? When it's normally just something KJ can hold on her own.
Yeah. And it hasn't been working, but I don't think they've adjusted to it yet.
Not at all, and
no timeouts called either so far.
Yeah, and I think it's just a difference in teams right now. They're getting team diffed.
yeah, 100%, 100%. I mean, it's like there's something Lambton has to do. They have to utilize their comp more, and it's just like right here you have 2 sentinels, but I mean we're still lacking our information on defense. Like, and
Yeah.
your breach is just peeking into an operator, but I mean,
I think picking up the operator a little risky, but does pay off.
I think Al's showing off at this point. But yeah, absolutely. Like, they just let the KJ walk up through B. So maybe they're saying next map is ours, guys.
yeah, first game. I mean, not a whole lot you could do. They needed to change something up. They couldn't do it, and I mean we'll see how they go into this second map. What changes.
Yeah.
And I mean, hopefully we'll definitely see something more out of them for next game.
Yeah, definitely a disappointing map from Lambton, but we will condemn them for their efforts. They did take 3 rounds against Lancer Gaming, and here we see the scoreboard. Luke N on top. He's going to be boasting about that later.
Big performance from him today, especially